Guys, what's up? I got my new camera. I don't know if you can kind of tell the quality difference, but hopefully you can because it looks awesome. I'm so stoked about it. So I don't know if you guys want a quick update on the camera. I figure some of you guys are kind of interested in it. If you are, awesome. But yeah, this is what I ended up getting. Canon 80D, ADD, not to be confused with ADD. Yeah, this thing is awesome. I got the little creator kit with it, all the lights, extra mics. So hopefully the channel will grow pretty well with this thing. It's kind of, I got it for myself and for my family and for the channel. I've always been pretty big into photography. I just never actually went and bought the DSLR that I've always looked at. They're expensive, they're not cheap, especially if you want a quality one. So I ended up going ahead and pulling the trigger on one because I'm growing my family, I'm growing my channel, I'm growing everything. So I put my big boy pants on and finally buy one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to using this thing. I'm fixing to shoot this video with it. As you can tell, I've got my little setup here, a little extra light. I'm trying, guys. The shop is not that beautiful. My rig's pretty basic, but I'm working on it. I'll get there one day. Keep watching. Hope you guys had an awesome holiday, and I hope that everything turned out great. Had a great time to see my family. It's one of the only times we all get a chance to get together. I don't know how you guys do it, but every year for Christmas, like, our family gets nuts. Like, something always happens, some kind of adventure, some kind of crazy thing breaks out. So this year we broke out into a roller derby, a drunken roller derby. I'll show you a clip right quick here.
Okay, make several circles. I gotta spin you.
Roller derby! So yeah, that was our drunken roller derby. Just something that happens every once in a while. I'm sure it's normal for everybody to get into a drunken roller derby fight, right? I think. I got some sweet stuff. Check out this. Got a new laptop for editing. Check out that sticker. Isn't that awesome? 2018 is going to be a hot boy year for me in the wagon. Neochrome, all the things. Shout out to Fox Designs, Paul. Got my stickers in. They look awesome. It'll keep me busy working on the channel. That way when I'm out and about in the woods, I can be editing, putting in the work to keep growing the channel, keep doing everything. And speaking of growing the channel, I hit well over 100 now. I say that, 108, 109, whatever. I'm somewhere in there right now, and it's awesome. I haven't been able to put out some content for a couple days because, you know, it's been Christmas the last couple days, but we'll get there. We'll get some more stuff up. Today, I'm excited because I'm going to dig into the shopping cart. I got my casters all in that I needed. We'll be working on those. I showed that in the last video. And this is a 1 1/4 to 2 inch receiver. And basically, I don't really need the adapter, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld that to the shopping cart. We're about here. I may open up the cart and put it inside here. But either way, it'll be so I can slip mount it into the receiver of the Element and the wagon, and then it's the S2000 also, because I've got hitch mounts for all those, and that way I can take the shopping cart with me to the junkyards. But a few more things. I'm going to de-Walmart-tize this, if that's even a word. Take all these freaking bumpers off. I'm going to start by taking off some of the plastics off the shopping cart. Might actually paint it. I may actually wait till it's a little warmer. Easy roll. I kind of want this video to serve as like a kickstart for you guys to get out there and just make something your own. Like, when I got this shopping cart, I had no idea what I wanted to do with it, but kind of thought about it, kind of decided, you know, what would be neat? What would be something I wanted to do? You know what? I'm going to lift it. I'm going to put big old tires on it. I'm going to put it out in the junkyard. I mean, I don't know anybody else has done that, and I just kind of thought of it'd be kind of cool. So hopefully, if you guys watch this video, you guys get motivated to go out there and just find something that you need and you can make, because I'm gonna try and you guys are gonna watch Whether it turns out cool, turns out horrible, whatever, we will find out, but I bet it's gonna be pretty sweet. But yeah, guys, get motivated, get out there, and get it done. There's nothing to it but to do it. And that's what my channel is gonna be about. Because I really want big tires in the wagon, put big tires in the wagon. I want a shopping cart, I got a shopping cart. Pretty legally. As legal as I could be. In Mexico. Yeah. If you want it, you can get it, I promise you. And I'm not just talking about a shopping cart, I'm talking about anything in the world. Just get out there and do it. I think I'm gonna start by going and just take these front wheels off. I guess I've been smart to go ahead and take everything out of there, huh? I want to make sure it has a good wide stance on there, so I don't want to put them too narrow. And I don't know if I want to just go ahead and weld these up, go ahead and run a bolt through there anyway. I think I'll probably end up doing both, actually. That actually has a model number down here. Model 6940. What I want to do is I want to grind off some of this base paint. That way, I'm going to weld here and here. It'll actually weld. These don't really have a front or back bias, so I'm gonna just kind of see how the plate fits there again. I'll make sure it's good and squarish. I didn't think about. So when I have two of those on there, they're gonna smack into each other because they're fairly big. Two of those bad boys like so. They're gonna be pretty close. Actually, never mind. If you turn that inside, as far as it'll go, yeah, they're gonna hit. Just stop into each other like that, and then it won't be able to turn. It'll be all. But will that really matter? I'm really concerned about the center of gravity on this because it will be much higher. You know, we'll be putting a considerable amount of load in there, like engine parts, car parts, whatnot. What I may end up doing, I thought about this before, I don't know if I mentioned in a video before, but I may end up cutting the risers out of the cart. I may end up cutting these risers out of the cart, lowering the cart actually, bringing the basket down. That way the center of gravity is not so insanely high with these giant casters. So we'll see. I'd just like to go ahead and get the casters on anyway. I can go ahead and tack them into place where I want them. And if they don't work, screw it. I'll cut them off and put them on the other way. But that's why we do, to learn. And that's why I do, to learn. Before I weld these on, I'm gonna see if I got a bolt that'll fit that. And I'm gonna grind off the paint on the side because well guys, the search for bolts didn't go too well. If you see my other videos, you know what this cap means. I'm feeling kind of lazy, so I'm fixing to just send it. And before anybody gets on to me, I know I should be wearing my weld jacket, but I'm just going to throw a couple tacks on here to hold the wheels on. Like I said, it's time to send it, boys. It's even-ish. Well, at the expense of a couple arm hairs, it's on. I put a little bit more of a tack than I wanted to, but it'll work. They're not even at all. Well, they're eyeballed. I'm gonna put a little bit more tack in there. So why not? You know, kids, at some point, a tack becomes a full bead, and you realize it's not a tack anymore, and that's a beautiful thing. Well, today we learned. Well, I didn't learn much. We just kind of threw some welds on there. Burger welds. I'm not going to show you up close. You can probably see them here. I don't care. I'm using flux core. So at this point, you're probably thinking, hey, shouldn't he grab a jacket? You may be thinking to yourself, hey John, you're probably burning the out of your arm. A little bit. You know, in today's crazy world, it's hard to be a hot boy, but when you're not wearing a welding jacket, you're wearing just thermals, being a hot boy is a lot easier than you think. Ow! That's what I get for being impatient, but if you haven't noticed, sometimes I'm a little impatient, you know. Some of that excess paint's kind of burning off. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I may have sent it a little bit more than I planned on, but you know what? This wasn't supposed to be a serious project, so I really don't care. If it turns out gnarly, awesome. If it turns out awesome, gnarly. I don't care. So it looks like these are just globbed on with weld. It's only welded on one side. That's pretty gross. There's a lot of freaking hair in there. Ugh. Stronger weld than I thought. Now you might be asking yourself, is this the right tool for the job? Is this the wrong tool for the job? Or is the right tool for any job? C, option C, the last one. Yeah, a cutoff wheel would work better, but I don't feel like hooking up my air hose. At this point, you're probably thinking, yeah, it would be easier to hook up the air hose. You'd be right. But I am stubborn and a little tired. You will not defeat me. Ah! Yeah. Kind of chewed up the middle there. Whatever. Round 2. Again, would a cutoff wheel be easier? Yeah. Would it be well done by now? Yeah, I would. See, now for problem 2. You see, it's not going to be easy to weld that way. Could do some cheeky stuff like that, but I really don't. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and measure this off just a little bit over past the width of the cart, chop it off, tack this on, and tack the stationary casters onto that. I was going to use this for the skid plate, but I can always go get more. I kind of had it in mind that I'd probably use it for this anyway. I'll grind these mostly flush and then use that. I know I'm pretty much eyeballing everything, but if I'm going to cut off this, I want to make sure it's cut off to the right length. I've eyeballed everything up to this point, so whatever. I'll make a mark, cut it, and back to it. What I was doing there is trying to make kind of a true surface to weld to, clean off some of the paint, kind of have a halfway flat spot, tack this onto. I'll go ahead and throw that bar on there and then we'll get to it. So I've been sitting here just staring at this thing, trying to figure out how I want to put these on. There's a lot of angles on the shopping cart, and there's not really any spot to just look at and say, well, that's what I want to. That's what I want to go with. That's where I want to true up and square up. I know there's some other ways that I can do it, but I'm getting really close to just sending it because why not? If it's a little off, whatever. I think I can get it pretty straight on there first try. Throw some tacks on there and see what it looks like, and if it's cool, then I'll flip it back over and finish up the weld. I'm going to send it. Actually, it's not bad. It definitely sits up so much higher. It works though. Okay, that's looking pretty rad. That's so awesome. Put a lift kit on a shopping cart, hell yeah. There's a little flex going on. Oh yeah, no articulation. If you look, I was worried about these hitting as I was turning, but as you can see, they work pretty well together. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Like I was saying, it's going to be a little top heavy, but you can see it's almost chest high. Let's see how tall the actual bar is. 45 inches, just under 4 foot, about 41 inches. That's pretty awesome. I didn't measure before because I didn't really care what the before measurements were. So now that I got the wheels on, what to do next? I think I'm going to go ahead and knock these plastic parts off. Don't really need them for anything, and it kind of gives it the real Walmart-y vibe. So I want to take that off. Probably take these straps off. Alright, I'm going to leave this tray in there because I kind of like that. I'll probably get it ready to paint because once it's a warmer day, it's pretty chilly today. It's not supposed to get out of the 30s. So probably won't paint today. But I will go ahead and knock off this plastic stuff. And while I got the welder hooked up, I'm going to go ahead and finish welding everything. So the shopping cart is kind of past phase one. There'll be more parts of this video depending on what I want to do with it. I didn't get a chance to weld up everything I wanted to. Got the welder hot and just kind of was like, well, kind of done anyway. I got as far as I wanted to go. So I noticed when I started doing these videos that when I listen to them back, every once in a while I get this real gravelly voice and when I try to explain stuff. I don't know why I do that. I guess trying to get used to the camera still. The new camera's working out well. I really like the way it shoots. I like the way it looks on the playback, and then I can go back and actually watch the film so I know if I'm getting the angles right or if the audio is correct. The shopping cart I got was purchased legally. I got it through an auction. So don't go out, I'm not advising anybody to go out and steal a shopping cart and start doing this. When I came across this at an auction, I had to have it. It was a dream of mine since I was a kid to have a shopping cart. Weird, I know, and I'm kind of running a Dash and Cars shopping cart, chop shop here, but whatever. My goals are different than yours. Your goals maybe up here, mine are way down here. Whatever makes you happy at the end of the day. But I'm excited about the shopping cart. I'm fixing to work on the wagon for a little bit. I'm ready to get it up and going. I tried to pull it out of the driveway the other day, and so I backed out of the driveway and kind of pulled the mud flaps off. I was going to pull them off anyway, but they kind of were forcefully removed by the big tires in the back. I still got some trimming to do, so that'll be the next video coming up. I promise it's coming out soon, because I know you guys are getting antsy about the wagon. I'm getting antsy about the wagon, so thanks for watching, guys. But until next time, peace.